Hello my friends, let's take a little walk around the garden, do a little segment that I like to call Eat It to Weed It, where we're looking at plants that for one reason or another you want out of the garden, but within that, how can we find a way to make it useful and maybe get a crop out of that? So let's take a look at one. So we're kicking things off on a great start with one of my favorite, probably my favorite wild green. Not my favorite wild edible, but as far as greens go, lamb's quarter takes the cake. They pop up in abundance, so there's a lot of them, and they just have the juiciest, most tender leaves, a very mild flavor. You know, everyone always finds out when they first start identifying it, wild edibles, oh, dandelion's edible. Yeah, but dandelion tastes awful. Lamb's quarter, on the other hand, is fantastic. Here they are, popping up in abundance, probably just about as thick as the lettuces that we've direct seeded, so it's almost as if we had seeded lamb's quarters among the lettuce, which a lot of countries, particularly in Asia, I believe, they actually cultivate lamb's quarters both for their greens and their seeds in the late summer and fall are very much like quinoa and amaranth. They're all in the same family, so you can either get a vegetable crop or a seed crop, which is really cool. So we're gonna go ahead and weed a lot of our gardens. By the end of this, you could either make 100% lamb's quarter salad, which would be great. We're probably gonna mix it in with some lettuce, maybe some nasturtium leaves, but we can actually harvest this as food as we help along our next succession of food. Pretty cool. And of course, one of my favorite ways to eat my wild greens indirectly is to feed it to these hens. These lovely ladies will turn that into protein-rich eggs. They'll turn all these minerals and fiber from greens into good fats and great protein. So this represents merely 4 or 5 minutes of weeding in the garden. So I like to think of weeding less as a task that needs to be done and more of your first harvest before any of your salad greens are ready. You have these providing incredibly nutritious greens. And look at it, some of them are even the undersides. Look at the undersides there. They're beautiful, incredibly delicious, nutritious, versatile, early. We weeded these out of our lettuce, so before we get any lettuce for salad, we have pounds of greens. We can go back in a week or two and get all the ones that were smaller than this. We're going to actually let them grow a little bit to get more harvest. Dinner tonight. Pork chop cooked with our apples that we've stored from last year, potatoes and asparagus, and of course our lamb's quarter salad with a few nasturtium leaves put on there. All possible because we view weeding as an early harvest before any of the other salad greens are available. So eat it to weed it and enjoy.